It started, Brick. It should be broadcast. I think, yeah, I started a broadcast.
Yo, ding dong, we're done here. Time to go. Well,
it's on. I started on mine. Go to my profile. It'll say something about a broadcast somewhere.
I'm not saying kill him necessarily.
You see it?
I'm also not saying necessarily not kill him, but
Jerry, we both know.
You see it, Brick?
It's time to go back to our lives. I love you, Jerry.
All right, come on, Neil, let's get it.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Look, ran out of bounds.
Right at midfield.
No,
first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with Devontae.
So you ain't seeing the Brick?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Get a second. It might be a second behind.
let's go deep, tighten up.
It says what? Oh, shit, hold on. I'll check when I can pause.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan.
Boom! Drop that little nigga. Yes, sir. We busting heads.
It's a lot of contact.
Everybody dropping them shits. Ah, shit. All right, let me. Yeah. It says it's on there. Look, go to my YouTube and check it out. Go to YouTube, Britt. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see.
I've seen this technology before. This Rick was being controlled remotely, puppeteered by somebody else.
It's live right now, Brick. I'm looking at it on YouTube. I sent you a link. All right, let's get it, Nelio. You get that link, Brick Squad?
Unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh, they played me on that.
A short game
God,
just
keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check four.
Nobody mute Pat, man. What you talking about?
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
I'm stuck.
And he's going to go down again. The
Good
sack
shit.
coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on
what I'm
defense.
supposed
In
to
fact,
do?
when we talked with them
Yeah,
prior to the
retarded.
game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
All right. Nigga trying to shake me up. Get down, nigga.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
We trying.
This offense takes over in great
Trying
shape
to
right
bust
at the
his head.
50. 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Move. We got four.
I got the foul.
This is Freeman on 1st
Oh,
and 10.
shit. Get your ass back.
And he
Lay
gets
down.
this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they were in
Come here.
Rush coming, and he's taken
I'll let
down. Matt
Talk to you.
Judon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking.
Got a man. It's
He caught that.
inside
That's
the
Julio.
10.
I can't even say
Give him
shit.
32 on the
Motherfucker
play.
goddamn
You know
Julio.
I'm going to lean towards the defender,
I
right?
can't
You
say
know I'm
this,
going to
all
do
right.
that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
You said what?
Ryan now. Off
Yeah,
the
here we go.
bootleg.
Ooh, thank you, Lord.
It's
He ain't want it.
incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended
He was,
receiver.
yeah, I think he said
But
somebody
it'll
was
be
trying to
second
take
and goal.
Whopper or something.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Ryan.
Thank you. Man, get out of here, bro. That was
Star
been
receiver,
intercepted.
it's Jones.
My
for the
man was
Falcon
right
touchdown.
there. Good shit, boy.
8
Oh,
yards
I know
on the
you
touchdown
froze, 'cause that's-
pass,
Samuel
as
was
his
standing
guys
right
are able
there.
to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as
Look,
you'll ever
can't
see
kick
right
shit.
there.
Don't let go.
Everyone has a section
That's
in their
gonna
playbook
cost.
called the quick game.
That's
That was a
gonna
super
cost.
quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as
Yeah.
possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved.
I
with
did.
that.
That's
And
on
they
Baltimore.
wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
All right, Neilio.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. Jackson on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's
I
intercepted.
should have known better. I throw the bitch out my back leg.
It's Desmond Trufant.
My ball back.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first
I
and
fucked
goal
up.
right at about the 6-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Well,
Can't catch that, baby. Put it on him.
But it's incomplete.
Bust his ass up.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my
Blue,
high school
drop
coach
this
right
shit.
now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
51.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
Bro, they will
He's
not
got
let this
the
nigga
star
jump for
receiver.
shit
It's
on my mama.
Jones
That's
for
the
Falcon
same
touchdown.
fucking nigga. Man just
Julio
stands there on
Jones
defense. He's right
with
there.
his second
Look at this
touchdown
shit. Look at the
here in this
replay.
first half.
My man stay right
And
there every
the Falcons
time.
push further out in front.
Man. Bro, you see how, Brick, you see that shit?
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Ah, they playing.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. A little eager there
Kneel
coming in
and
from his
sneak
outside
shit.
linebacker
Alright.
position.
You think the hard count got him there?
I'm about to
Yeah,
bust
maybe
him
that
up.
extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
22.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Left for the fuck shit, nearly over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You really want that big nigga to run up on your nigga? He knows about him, right?
I think the good offensive coordinators
That nigga run his ass, slap the fuck up.
position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the
Come on, hold
fullback
the
spot,
ball,
you know they're
dog.
going to be tough to bring
Hold
down
that
if you can
motherfucker.
get them the football in the passing game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again.
Man, throw
Nowhere
it.
to
It's
escape,
right there.
and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean,
Fuck.
you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this
Man.
case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram.
Excuse me.
Here to run.
Excuse me. Roll Tide,
There
baby.
goes Mark Ingram.
We're about to get 21.
That's the 20.
Fuck out of here.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Recognize.
Mark Ingram. 69 yards. They are on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over.
Come on, look at these
This
buckets,
game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah, got that juke.
At least I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Come here, you little motherfucker. Get your head down.
A really nice gain
Hey,
of 25
boy, that
yards.
nigga's head your head.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
I tried to fucking knock his ass senseless, boy.
34 yards.
I tried to fucking knock that nigga block off.
Further out in front. Now the try here for the point after.
Don't miss.
And he
I tried to get him kill that nigga.
As this one is up and good.
I tried to bust that nigga head wide open. All right, my turn, motherfucker. Give me that damn rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Come on now. Come on. Oh, come on, man.
He's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got some space here. Jackson hit, and he lost the
serious?
football. And the Falcons
Man, quit fucking playing. Hey, Neil, I know you was nervous as fuck. That nigga gone.
He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you
Get
tell
the
your
fuck
quarterbacks.
out
Right?
of here,
Get down
dog.
after you
21-7.
got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know,
Nigga,
I think
he
that's
was
what a lot of
gone.
coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Sean, ready, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy
Give me
traffic,
that.
and it's
Playing with me.
intercepted.
Get up on me.
Picked off.
Get
by
up
the
on me.
fumble, Marcus Peters.
Give me that
And he's able to get it
motherfucker
back to the
back.
43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Jackson. Steve's got it.
Talking about. What you talking about?
Touchdown.
What they talking about?
From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Oh,
and he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, they talking about.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. Jones has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ryan now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones.
Playing
in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Get up.
It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
What they talking
So we
about?
hit intermission.
Hey,
It's
I should have ran that bit back.
This is the
All that damn
NFL,
dancing,
and it's a
dude.
presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ingram again. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Are you fucking serious? This may be right there every time.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now it's Ryan. The quick slant caught.
No, sir.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Not going
hold him
for
to just 2 yards.
busting
And now
heads
it's
out
4th
here.
and goal.
Brandon,
Defense,
perfect
baby.
defense in this
Boom.
situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
on here,
But
Trey.
I really enjoyed watching
Those
how
in
the
church
defense
always
stayed in
yeah,
sync,
you know what I'm talking about?
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it. Freeman.
Oh, I moved him
And he
out the
gets
fucking
in.
way.
Touchdown,
Bitch.
Atlanta.
Good shit.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Ryans caught by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Do it again.
Now Ryan on first down.
My nigga had 2.
And this will be incomplete.
Come on,
physical play on the football.
Yeah,
there.
Nigga number 1 had 2, my boy.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They ran that really well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Come on, get the fuck out of here.
To Jones.
All 3 of them.
And finally, down he goes.
You said ain't no pick right there.
Inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
You want to make some money, go
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Ryan.
Man, they don't believe in this fucking pick to say they got life.
The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone.
He feel better about not being able to score a touchdown.
But credit the defense, bottling him up,
I did up on your head. I did up on your head right there, nigga. You had to kick a field goal. Just stay.
So with that, you
I know you
figure
wanted to touchdown.
this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Boy, it started thumping at the end, goddamn. It's all right. It's all right. I got caught on a bunch of Rudy Poo ass shit this game.
And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to
Yeah, I'm watching that stuff too. They get on out there.
Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage maybe too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown.
Ooh, talking about juke moves.
Get him down, but he's
ain't got no juke
all
moves.
the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I got all the juke moves.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Excuse me.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a
Nah,
Ravens
you
touchdown.
saying like, now I'm just getting back at your ass, nigga. I should have been doing it all game.
His second
It's all
touchdown
good, though.
tonight.
It was a good game.
Cut
You
into
just
that lead.
dragged me. My niggas was busting back at your ass. Oh, Lord.
Oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Hey,
So with
Neil.
the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
I'm ready for this
Just fielded in
goddamn
the end
fantasy
zone.
season now, cause my boy, I need my rematch.
And the decision to come out is
You
going
got
to
this
cost him
looking for,
5
look
as he's
forward to
taken
slick
down
shit
right at
coming
the
back
20.
at you.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time
you wanna
for
do
this
it
fourth
only?
quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's
shit.
the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking
Fantasy
first
draft,
downs.
quick
To
play.
keep up with
Nah,
your
I
theme
ain't
there,
trying to
playing
do that.
keep away, first downs, they can't
If I
touch
do
the
a
ball.
fantasy draft, I want to, you know what I mean? I got to keep
From the
them for a
34
while.
now, here's
I be
1st
just
and
wanting to
10.
look at long term, like I be actually developing my people.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Everything.
Mike. Ready. 525. Let's go.
Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin
Boom!
Hooper.
I'm a ball
They're
for
able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped
gonna toss it up
inside the
and keep it
40.
up.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Push him back. Let's go, baby.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Come here. Let me talk to you, my boy.
Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Exactly what they were looking
ain't
for.
over
They've been
yet.
giving
We
up
play
yards. They've
all
been
four.
letting
We
them
got a
drive
whole
right
minute left.
downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Ryan wants to throw it.
No, it ain't. Come on, let me holler at you. I'm talking about. Let me holler at you again, my boy.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
You're right. I know the perfect play for your ass on them. I bet I get this motherfucker you put in the
So the sack pushes him back,
Try
and now
me.
3rd and
Try
long
me.
for Ryan and the
Yes,
Falcons.
sir. Yes, sir. I dare you. It better not be lagging now.
Off the play fake to
Better
Freeman.
not be
It's
lagging
Ryan.
now. Poop. What I tell you? What you ain't catch it.
Incomplete.
Yeah, you ain't
You
catch
can
it.
tell they were
Mine.
hoping for
You
a
ain't
flag
catch it.
there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Break, you still there?
Jackson on 1st down.
Woo!
This will be
Jump
caught by
easy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Yeah.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
They be right
As the
there.
clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Woo! Boom!
This is
Nigga, you made me so
intercepted,
goddamn
and that
pick.
should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
Give me that.
And it didn't
Come
land.
on, dude.
Nice play
Bro,
by
they
them on
on me on my
defense.
picks,
Now a
dog.
nice play
There ain't no way I
defensively
ain't
on
supposed to
first
pick
down
that
as
one.
this is knocked away
Come on now.
and incomplete. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, Orbit.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman.
Good shit, Neil. Good shit,
And he
you
will
bastard.
take it in for a Falcon
Motherfucker.
touchdown.
I was watching, but I hope he
Devontae
faked it
Freeman
and try to run. Come
with
on,
his
light his
second
motherfucking
touchdown
ass
of the
up.
night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good.
Nigga, I
And the
can't beat him. He
decision to
just got down
kick the extra
shit.
point
I
winds
fucked up a little bit at
successful.
the beginning. That interception,
The
the
kickoff
turnover,
team
like,
on the
nigga,
field now as they
yeah,
will
there
send
was no
this
like
one
no
away.
slaughter, nigga. Like, I did come back, start pounding on your ass, juking the
This
shit
is
out of
taken
you.
about 7 yards deep.
Nah,
And the
nah,
decision
nigga,
to bring
I
it
ain't
out is
quit.
going
You
to
know I'm
cost him
coming back.
about 7 yards, all
Quick.
told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What I'm talking about?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're
Holy
down
boy.
big here late.
Shit,
I don't
boy,
know
you
what just
crazy. This is one
last
game.
drive here for Pride.
Yeah, one.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Ravens going to use the
Thank you.
second
I'm about
of
to
their
flame your
timeouts.
ass up one good time before you get up out of
Stops
here.
with 23 seconds to
What
go
you
in
better
the
say on
game.
Hall of Night?
Pass
Yeah, I'm gonna
protection
leave.
has been a problem
Before I
all
do,
night long
I'm
as
gonna
they
kick
come
him in
up
the nuts.
facing
You
second
gonna
and a
remember me,
bundle.
motherfucker. You gonna know I've been through here. What I did? One good time.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll get
Janky
nothing out of that
motherfucker.
one.
Call me that. Give me a timeout.
No
Give me a
gain on the
timeout.
play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Said, did you kill them too? Nah, they just did.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Oh, you lucky my blocker held me. On God, dude. On my mama, you know I was
chance
gone.
to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Nah, ain't no score. Ain't no score again, G. You not 21 me. No siree. They just play.
And
My
how
nigga,
about this?
nigga
4th
get
and
stuck.
long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Nah, you gonna get right
and his
back.
guys are
You
going to
get right
take
back
over at the 34-yard line.
You broke my nose, man. You made me shoot my brother. You made me shoot him. You made me shoot my boy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What I did?
After the interception,
Pick
here's
City.
Ryan.
Pick City. Pick
He lets this
City.
one fly
Pick
toward the
City.
back of-
Told
and
you.
this is gonna be
No Dr.
intercepted.
Reed. Get the fuck
Picked
out
up
of
here by Jimmy Smith.
here. You ain't 21 me.
Charles,
Hey,
we
I
saw
slick
a
on the
lot of
rematch, though.
points
Ain't
go
gonna
up in
lie.
This one, certainly defensively,
Yeah, we going
stuff
it
that
back.
they can look at on film, don't you think?
Yeah, so
No doubt about it. And they've got to
was
go
just one
back and
game,
check
you know what I'm
where the
saying?
errors are,
Nothing.
how they're going to fix them, and
Time
continue
out.
to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their
Is-
confidence. To
Brick.
give up that many points,
Ah, he ain't no
even if you
commission,
win a
but
game,
what the
that
fuck?
can hurt you.
We need either Pac-Man or goddamn G retarded at the advanced week. Shit.
Sleepy Gary, I've known you for 50. Don't make me hurt you.
Rick, these are our family and friends.
Good guy, nigga. I want my